Hello everybody, welcome to another Force of Will decklist with a speed bait at the end. I am Osatan and today we have a blue-red burn deck called Foxy Parasol. Let's get things started off with our ruler, Selesta Treasure Hunter. As you may have guessed, we are running treasures, so we do need her, and she can also help us finish games if we judgment her. Let's go through the treasures first. We play 3 Claw of the Dragonoid. It gives Selesta swiftness so we can swing immediately and can draw us cards in one of our 2 colors, red, so we do run a good amount. Then we have 2 Dispelling Stones for the treasure variation and to interact with additions. And 1 Endless Purse for the variation again, and of course the draw. We also have 3 Jewel of the Panda King for the always useful bouncing effect, 1 Arm of the Demon to use when we need to gain some life while still doing some damage, and last but not least, 3 Mermaid Thunder Parasol, one of our key cards. The Parasol is a very strong card that for 1 mana can do 400 damage multiplied by the amount of cards in our hand to target J Resonator, which is very useful to get rid of our opponent's cards. However, in this deck we are not going to use it on our opponent's cards, but on one of our own. And that card is Arle, the 7-tailed fox. Arle's effect is that whenever she takes damage, she deals an equal amount to target, resonator, or player. Therefore, we want to deal a lot of damage to her with the Parasol and send that damage directly to our opponent. And the fact that we can pay 3 mana to bring her back from the graveyard means that we can repeat the process the next turn most of the time. Her chant is also very useful, not only for the fact that we can burn another Arle on our field and get rid of something our opponent controls, but because we can damage our next card, which is going to be Groundsplitter Rabbit / Split Heaven and Earth. Groundsplitter Rabbit is a 1 mana 3/6 with swiftness that deals double damage if it itself is damaged. Therefore, we can use Arle's Flame to damage him a little bit and do more damage to our opponent. And also, Split Heaven and Earth can help us potentially finish off a game if we just need a little bit more damage. So we play 4 copies of both of these cards. For a similar reason, we play 4 of Thunder Wolf / Thunder. Thunder Wolf is a very nice resonator to swing with in the middle game, and Thunder's 500 damage can help us finish games very quickly. But also in the 3 mana spot we have Ragnarok's Fire Servant, which is 3 mana, and when it hits the field it burns our opponent for 1000, which can be very big considering that Arle in the early game can do almost half or more of our opponent's life in burn damage. Now for our last few cards. We have 4 copies of Kiki. Of course, a very good card, can help us fix our hand and potentially hit treasures depending on what we put on the top of our deck. And in a rarer occasion in this build, you can use her chant to explore for more. Then we have 4 of Hidden History Selesta, same reason, to help us fix our hand, and can also help us play the Parasol from our removed area, since it can produce 1 blue mana to trigger Selesta's ability. And at the end we have 3 Wise Dragons, which are there for the late game and also to bounce stuff, which is very nice, but you can replace those with other cards if you want, increase the number of treasures, etc, etc. Now moving on to our Magic Stones, we have 4 copies of Hearth's Core, double Magic Stone for blue and red, we really need 4 of those. Then we have 3 Fire Magic Stones and 3 Epic Stone of the Treasure. I put 3 and 3 because I think it's a good balance. However, you might want to increase the Fire Magic Stones to 4 and take the Epic Stones down to 2, depending on how many treasures you play or how often you find yourself playing treasures from your hand. And that is the deck list. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any feedback, I'd love to hear it. And now off we go to the speed paint for this video.